What's up, you guys? This is Civil Disobedience, bringing you the latest in celebrity reality TV news. I want you to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Petty as Hell a Bell and leave your thoughts and opinions below. So our girl Nique from Nique at Night, a channel here on YouTube, has an exclusive interview on her channel with Don Russell, who, well, the media outlets are saying that he is R. Kelly's business manager. However, he says that he is simply a consultant to R. Kelly, and he is giving us a whole lot of juice about the situation. So what I did, you guys, I went to Nique's channel and I basically just got some snippets off her page. I hope you all will subscribe to her. Don Russell is basically saying that a lot of the situation began, as a lot of us are speculating, when R. Kelly started trying to get back all of his publishings. In fact, the deal with his publishings with the Houghton family, Aaliyah's family, was prior to any incident with Aaliyah. Let's listen in.
Why was 18% of his publishing signed over to Aaliyah's family?
That part I don't know. I can't explain why they cut that deal. But I'm not going to even assume anything, because I never asked Rob that question. Why does Barry, why does Barry and the Horton family own 18% of your publishing? Back in those days, you got to think about it, we're talking about 35 years ago. R. Kelly was a kid out of the subways of Chicago, partially educated, just happy to have a deal. So he would have signed anything to get that chance to start him at that time. This ain't nothing that he signed yesterday. This was in his beginning. I mean, you're talking about he was 23, 24 years old. He got a record deal out of, coming out of the subways, doing big breaks. So that was like, I could see why he would do that deal.
So that didn't happen after the Aaliyah situation? No. That happened before?
No. So what I believe from knowing Barry and knowing how everything went down with Barry and Aaliyah and Rob was that Barry, gave that percentage to Aaliyah because of his part in the debacle that happened between Rob and the Aaliyah situation, which that was strictly Barry pushing, his niece on Rob, and and even Aaliyah's mom, who Rob had, a special relationship with, to produce her. It was like, okay, I done torn apart this family. I'm gonna make sure y'all got something to be quiet and to stay out of it. You know what I mean? Because at that time, Rob was the golden goose.
So, what do you guys think in knowing that 18% of R. Kelly's publishings were already owned by members of Aaliyah's family prior to R. Kelly even knowing who Aaliyah was, let alone working with her, let alone being involved with her? I think this kind of validates the point that they kind of were allowing him to be in relationships with the girls. I feel like that's all it does, is validate that. He also lets us know that R. Kelly was in sexual relationships with Aaliyah's mom, Azriel's mom, and Joycelyn's mom. Now, my thing about that is, I don't know how true it is. I have nothing to confirm that. However, this is not my first time hearing it. It is the first time I'm hearing it from someone so close to R. Kelly and actually in his camp. So let's take a listen at that.
So the mama, you saying the mom was with him and then he got with the daughter?
Let's look at all of these scenarios and let's just look at the ones that people know that's public. Aaliyah, Clary, and Savage. Rob was with the mothers first. And as part of what the mothers asked Rob to do was, my daughter's a singer. Can you please look out to a trainer and get her right and make her record, make her famous, make her a star? So as him being said, okay, cool. All right, I'm going to do that.
Wait. You said Aaliyah, Clary, and Savage. That's
the Hortons, Aaliyah's parent, mother.
Okay,
Savage,
and
which is Joycelyn Savage, and Clary, which is Allison Clary. They were involved with Rob. The mothers were involved with him, and they pushed the daughters on him. That's what happened in each instance. I don't know, we froze.
Oh, hello? I don't know what happened. It kind of froze.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now go ahead. So, okay, so you said he was with the mothers first, and so you're insinuating that he was with Joycelyn's mom first, too?
Yeah, yes.
And Azriel's mother as well? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
In what way?
I mean, a relationship. I mean, I wasn't in the room to witness what happened.
We don't say allegedly.
No, this is for real. This is out the horse's mouth. He told me, and he confirmed certain things, you know, and that's where, when you think about how Aaliyah's father went to wait. Okay, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to back off, but okay. Okay, so... Okay, just go, because we just gonna say allegedly. You saying you heard it from him, but I'm just gonna say allegedly. No, listen. If it was me, allegedly, this is the king of R&B. Let's not act like there aren't women all around the world that want a piece of R. Kelly. That's just what it is. I mean, I've been there when the mother was on one side and the daughter was on the other side, and it was like, whichever one he chose, he could have it. You know what I mean? That's his life, but that's no different from a lot of these guys that's that high up in the industry. Rock stars, pop stars, all of them have the same option. You know what I mean? They can choose left or right or both. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing. Is like people get so confused when women talk about this kind of stuff. So do men. I mean, it's like I think some of these websites have mom and daughter. That ain't just something somebody thought of. It happens. And it happens with some of the top celebrities in this world. So Rob had a relationship with Leah's mom. The father came in.
So Don Russell also went on to say there were basically deals and business ventures that both the Savages and the Clarys wanted R. Kelly to enter into that was to their benefit, and he did not do that. Along with the fact that the girls were being told to convince him to enter into some business deals with their moms and their dads, and the girls were speaking out, telling them that they didn't want him to do it. So let's listen.
I think Allison had a sex dildo, and that's from the horse's mouth. She had a dildo that she wanted.
Allison Clary, right? That's Azriel's mother.
Right. She wanted Rob to put some voiceovers, so when you turn on the dildo, it would say stuff like "I feel so freaky tonight," all that kind of stuff while the dildo's on, vibrating. And he refused to do that, and Angelo, the father, put deals in front of him as well that Rob backed away from, and that's when things got hostile with them. Same thing with the Tim Savage and Joycelyn. They had some lingerie boutiques, and they wanted Rob to buy all of the stuff out of the lingerie boutiques for his girls when he was doing the Black Panties tour. And he refused to do that, you know what I mean? And, things started going south whenever they trying to use their daughters to push things in front of them, because Rob went past after he had the mothers, and now he's with the daughters, and the daughters is filling his ears up with all the stuff that the moms are conspiring on against him. He just backed up completely. So that's the scenario of what happened between the relationship. And then you got these fathers who now didn't benefit at all. I mean, who are just on a revenge trip right now. Because you got to think about what would drive a man to go as hard. I mean, they don't care about their daughters. I mean, Azriel's doing documentaries a day after leaving them, and Joycelyn, won't even go back to hers, and he's locked up. I mean, so if these were situations where these men had, or these families were the ones that they are trying to proclaim, it wouldn't be that difficult for.
So I'm not gonna lie, you guys. To me, the entire situation screams, people who were just in a situation expecting something more and they didn't get it. I'm not saying that I feel like R. Kelly is innocent, because I think that's the dilemma in a lot of the situation. people are thinking that just because we're saying there's more to the story, people are automatically saying that R. Kelly is a saint. Not being guilty does not mean you're innocent. It just simply means that you didn't commit a crime. So while we're waiting on the court case to happen, for us to learn more information about either side helps us all to just basically navigate what we may not be able to ever ascertain if we're not able to get a hold of transcripts, or if we are able to get a hold of transcripts, having to take the time to read all that crap. In my honest opinion, I believe that they were just seeking a husband for their daughters. I'm going to be honest with you. He probably was not letting them know that other women were in the picture. They probably were looking at the situation like, he's older now. A nice young woman for him to settle down with is going to be exactly what he needs. And then they started finding out about each other. And then they started finding out about the other young women who were staying in the house with them. So what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and opinions below. This is Civil Disobedience. Peace.